freaking out, don't really know how to handle it. We show up, we have the capability of patching each and every hole in this pipe wrap. I know that because I built it and made it leak. But it used to be twice as long for our hazmat tech class. They'd have to come out in the big level A suit, big thick 2-pair gloves, fogging up on their shields, take this pipe patching kit and go through each leak before they can finish their objective and get it stopped. 9 times out of 10, we won't let them do it. Easiest way to do it is find a valve somewhere, shut it off. Our job is done, we go back home. That's all we have to do. You know, they just 55-gallon drums. Same way, if a forklift knocks a hole in the side of it and it's leaking, if we get there and it's still leaking, most of the time we just roll it over, chalk it with a hole straight up, we're done. We might throw some, we have pads and pigs and absorbent, and you'll see some of that over at the hazmat trailer. We'll throw it down, absorb the spill, leave it, whoever spilled it can come pick it up, clean it up, that kind of thing. This is our pipe patching kit. It has all kind of devices like this. Anybody seen these before? If you've had a busted water pipe at home in the ground, go buy this at Home Depot. Works the same way, works very well. She's got a rubber gasket inside. One of the biggest challenges is figure out what size this you need to the pipe. It really helps our responders. We mark them on the outside and stuff. But we'll take this and we will keep it what we call in the cold zone. We'll send in a recon team. They'll kind of look at it. They try not to get the product on them, staying out of the product, looking at it, even using a lot of our cameras. Take pictures of it. Bring it out, hazmat trailer. We'll download the pictures in just a minute. Take a look at it. Man, it looks like 1/2 inch or 3/4, getting kind of close. We'll get in here, we'll find this 1/2 inch or a 3/4 pipe. If we miss it, we'll send several of them with them. What we will try not to do is send the whole kit. We really don't want to contaminate everything we've got. Because cost recovery on this kit will be $1,000 and cost recovery on this will be $10. The city won't yell at me quite as much, you know. So it's just a lot of things that we have to think of as far as contamination goes.
Is there a zip tie version or anything that may be more efficient?
It could be. There's all kind of stuff out there.
Okay.
This is some of the best. If you ever have a leak in your fuel tank, you know, and you need to get it, your lawnmower, whatever, grab a stick, stick it in there, it will swell up and stop the leak. Here, we cut these ourselves. We'll drive them in. You could drive one of these in about every hole over there. The only thing you got to watch for is pressure. We can increase the pressure in our training devices to blow the wooden plugs out, so they'll have to struggle a little more and think about other things to do. But these work very well on a lot of leaks. We had a diesel leak one time, and we put some patches and big rubber pieces over it and zip tied it, or used a ratchet strap, if you will, all the way around the rig, hold it up tight, and then we drove wooden wedges in for the rest of the crap. These work very well for what we have on these pipes. Like I say, you just got to get the right size. It's going to be leaking, so we teach our guys to come in at an angle where it's not squirting directly on them, because if this is some type of acid, it could eat their suit up while they're standing here working. They're working, not paying any attention. Next thing you know, their feet's on fire on the inside of the suit. You know, and we've all had a bad day. But these, we try to put them on above the leak. Y'all can see the hole on this side. You'll get this thing started. And what you'll do is you will slide it down over the hole and then finish tightening it up. Tighten it all the way up. If we say we stop 90% of the leak, our job is done. We may not get that last little bit stopped, and it may be on account of the pipes bent or rust or something that's out of our realm, other than of course cutting it, adding a shut-off valve, that kind of thing in line.
Do you have the capability to do that? Can you cut it like that?
We have sawzalls, we have hole saws. We can drill holes in the side of a tanker if we need to make a perfect hole, and then plug it. Because you know most of our plugging and patching is squared around. It's not a jagged cut. So if we needed to do something like that, we do have the capabilities.
This patch is good for liquid as well as gas?
Yes.
Air?
Yeah, it will do, I guess, air up to a certain pressure. You know, of course, it's only as strong as our gasket is, and the penetration factor, it could eat away the gasket. But yeah, it'll hold some air. And then I want to show you with some foam how we contain vapors, that kind of thing, a fog in a few minutes. But
What's the video camera for?
just for our training needs.
Okay. But do you actually walk in to record something?
Yeah, we can actually, I've used this on fires and a lot of training. We
Okay.
go back and watch it, or we take the video and download it and show everybody else kind of what we want them to
But does
see.
the city require you to actually make a recording when you go in?
No,
No.
this is not personal.
Okay.
We have more camera equipment on that trailer for that. We actually can video a scene if we needed to for documentation for PD.
Mhm.
We had chemical suicide one time. We took cameras in. We took pictures of everything to show them what they actually did and how they mixed it.
Got it.
And it really helps us to, like I say, if I could hold this and come into this scene and just walk around and say, show the pot, go back in, download it real quick, look at it,
Mhm.
show them what we have and what we need, then they can send in the right amount of people to handle the situation. One of our final scenarios is this whole burn building. We'll have 55-gallon drums leaking on the 3rd floor. We'll have pipe rack on the 2nd floor. We'll have a spill on the basement floor. We'll have a victim on the roof where they went the wrong way. You know, they had it on them. It is like you need 6-8 guys in there at the same time working together to get all this stuff mitigated. You want, get your hands dirty, get some of these pipe pieces out. I will turn the hose back on so you can see the leaks, but I'll turn it off while we're back. How about that? Then we'll turn it back on.